So I wake up and the street is blocked off down there. I don't even know what's going on the other side. But you think, oh, that's not related to anything. Wrong. You can call it the Truman Show if you want to or whatever, but it is related. Everything's connected. So I'm always trying to decode what's going on around me. I mean, why would these guys be so stupid to try to block the road knowing people going to work, you know? I see that kind of stuff all the time. I mean, come on. I can't go that way. What's up? What's up, man? Like I'm hemmed in. I'm hemmed in, but I'm squeezing through. How's that relate spiritually? God hems you in. Gets you to face off with something. He makes you notice something. It's not in a man's way to direct his own steps. Your thoughts are not even your own thoughts. In the womb, he knew you. He hems you in for some reason. You have to squeeze through to get to the other side. What is going on? So what did I see? I saw some digging down in the ground, bulldozer, backhoe, tractors, signs, cones, blocked off. I could get out, but nobody could get in. Think about that. That's another. I'm looking for the object lessons in that. I could get out, but nobody could get in. The signs pointing away say, "Do not enter construction." All those floods signified something deeper. Everything in the natural is just a shadow of what's going on in the spiritual. Everything in the natural is just a shadow of what's going on in the spiritual. Everything in the natural is a shadow, projection of what's going on in the spiritual. Your mind is spirit. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Your mind is spirit. Mother Earth is the copy machine, the birthing, the reproduction of what's going on in the mind. But also God intervenes and hems you in sometime to get you to... Somebody hit a light pole, it looks like, last night. Over there's a light pole just bent over. Somebody ran into a pole. Sometimes you don't know. It might not be like overt sin, but it's covert inside, you know. Look, somebody ran over that. People driving crazy in the last day, huh? If you do the same route every day, you notice stuff, you know. If you do the same route every day, you notice stuff. If you follow the same route every day, you notice stuff. Tomato, route. If you follow the same routine, see how it's all connected? If you don't study etymology, you won't understand what I'm talking about. You better start studying the etymology. If you really want to see what this place is, you really want to see the Truman Show, or you really want to see the show, it's a show, all right. If you really want to see the show, you better start studying etymology. Because without the etymology, you're not getting to the root. Yeah, you got the Bible. Yeah, you can get to the root that way. But I'm talking about every word has a meaning. Every phonics has a meaning. Every cognate has a meaning. It all derives from the logos. If you study the etymology long enough, you'll see the logos. The logos word. How do you think the Greeks and the Gnostics found out it was the logos? How do you think they knew that? Do you really think man created the language? Do you not realize that the language is going to reveal Jesus too? I don't care which language you go to. I don't care if it's programming language. I don't care if it's Russian, Japanese, Chinese. It's all going to reveal the logos word, Jesus. Because God is the one who made the languages and split the languages up and sent them all over the place. Programming languages go back to what? Ones and zeros, binary. What's that? Night and day, male and female, up and down, left and right, yin and yang. What's that point to? The flesh versus the spirit, God versus man, eternity versus time, the cycles of time versus eternal state, the eternal mind. The archetypes of the eternal mind stand upright like that pole, but the flesh mind is just a cycle repeat and fickle and up and down, and emotions control them instead of truth. No human can escape it. It's a battle. Notice when the angel said, "The Lord rebuke you." When the devil was trying to mess with the archangel in the book of Jude, he said, "The Lord rebuke you." He wasn't even bring a railing accusation. And so my point is, what is the devil trying to do? The devil's a master deceiver. He's trying to get you off point. He's trying to take your steady state and get you into emotional state. To drop you down into time and emotions and sine wave and sin and the sin wave and get you off point, off your steady state. Yeah, it's good to have it's all right to love people and have a good laugh with somebody or cry, or it's good but you can, but the truth is the truth. If people look, everything around you that's man-made is trying to pull you down from this to this. This is steady state. Sorry the bottle's smashed, but it's got a captain of the ship. When it's like this, look at the waves. God is moving you from this, the flesh mind, to this, the spirit mind, and you're the captain. You're the head and not the tail. The snake, just one long tail, right? The men are chasing tails and they're all like this. But when the man finally stands upright, the women say, oh man, that's a sigma male, that's an alpha male. He ain't budging. I need that in my, because she's like this. And she sees the man and he's like that. She says, I need that in my life because I need a leader. I need a captain. Why do you think when a man wears a ball cap, women look at him? Why do you think when a woman wears a red lipstick or red dress, men look at her? Because it's the show. It's the game. He's trying to pull, just like Adam pulled Eve up out of the miry clay. Adam pulled her up. He went down with a ship to pull her back up. Nevertheless, she shall be saved through childbearing. She was in the deception, not Adam. He chose to go down with the ship. He knew. You think the same game's not playing today? You're in Genesis 3 and Revelation right now. So every moment, when I look out here, I'm seeing the revelation of Jesus. But 99.99999% of the people have their music on, the lies of mankind. They're not looking at the types and shadows. They're not looking at the truth that's hidden in plain view, the series, the sequence, the flow. This is representing the blood flow. The black and white is the cross, black, white, and red, the blood of his cross. I'm looking at it right here. I'm on the checkered board right here. This is the checkered board. The blood of his cross, the black, white, and the red is the checkered board. But most people are in the sine wave, the sin wave. Hello? And they're believing the lies that's being broadcasted to broadcast you, to cast you down to a broad. So most people are believing the broadcasting system to take you out of this, to move you to this. That's what Jezebel's doing. That's what Delilah's doing, trying to take you out of this, and she's trying to vampire and destroy you and kill you and drop you down. She doesn't really love you. She knows you love her. Samson, Delilah, she knows that you love her, but she don't love you. She's trying to destroy you. She's trying to destroy you because it's the spirit of the air. ABC, NBC, Fox News, they're trying to destroy you with lies. The system is trying to destroy you. The systemic. But only by the grace of God can a man be strong by the Holy Spirit. And he does fall. Don't get me wrong. Everybody falls. You got to get back up about 7 times before you learn your lesson. Lord, but I thought I loved that woman. She pulled you down, didn't she? Yeah, she sure did. What'd you learn, man? What'd you learn, son? I'm still learning, Lord. All right. We'll probably go through this lesson one more time then. If you don't know what you learned, we'll have to send you through it again. You ready? No, just give me about 6 months. I need a break. I can't take but so many lessons. Zip it, man. Zip it, son. You don't know what you can take. I know what you can take, and I ain't gonna put more on you than you can bear. So just hang on for the ride, because I'm doing some work on you. I'm doing some inner work. I'm scourging that old Adam. Okay. David said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. I did an AI search last night. I said all the verses. Give me all the verses that were saying that your thoughts are not your own, your life is not your own. So I'm still studying it, but your path is, God knows the beginning from the end. He's the Alpha and the Omega. Your path is already set. Your name is your calling. Your name is your calling. If your name is your calling, he's going to force you into that, because it's already written. Your mom and your daddy think they named you, but they didn't. They didn't. They think they did, but they didn't. The fact that I moved over last year, I left the Ford to the Chevrolet. I haven't studied that, but all my life I drove a Ford. Always bought Fords. And I found out they had transmission problems. They had all these recalls. I said, I'm done with Ford. Why did I buy Fords? Because my family or a buddy or somebody says Ford is the best, and I stayed with Ford. Their heat in their cars always work good. Their trucks. The woman is trying to make the man like her. The man is trying to pull the woman up, make him like her. In other words, but they're not gonna. Down here, spiritually, yeah, you're one if you're saved. But you can't. While you're down here in this script, in this reality, You got a man, you got a woman. They have different roles, different responsibilities. And the game just keeps playing. And it never changes. I'm kind of just enjoying decoding not only how the codes is in front, but the code inside. Now I'm kind of just decoding, like I've been in observing mode for a while, but especially for the last year. Distractions started dropping off like crazy. And then when the hurricane hit all those places I used to live or knew somebody that lived, I started realizing, hey, God is cleansing, doing a cleanse of my past, completely just destroying places I lived or somebody I know lives. He's destroying that past. And I knew with all that trouble, the past always tries to come back. I didn't know how, where, when, and can the past come back and they know the new you? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. Because most people are stuck in the past. They're stuck in the past. They're living in the past. And you just keep going. If you're saved, the Holy Spirit in you is pushing you up, you know. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Not calling anybody good or bad or situations good or bad necessarily. It's just that God has to purge people. Are they ready to move to the next level? Most people are not. It's hard. Those habit patterns, like investing. You know, when you first start investing, you put that $20 in. And you say, well, wait a minute, what's going to happen to that $20? Well, you work harder. You put another 20 in, another 20. Next thing you know, there's 1,000 there. Then there's 2,000. Then there's 5,000. Then there's 10,000 in there. Then there's 15. Then there's $20,000 in there. That's what happened to me when I first started investing. I had 20,000 in just a couple of years. I was like, where did that come from? And you realized, wow, how did that happen? Because you created a pattern of investing instead of spending. Investing. And even if everything went down a little bit, let's say you had 20,000 there, but you worked hard and put 25,000, you wouldn't have worked hard. Somebody said something about, because I had to take 5,000 out to remodel a unit, then another 5,000 out to remodel a unit, then another 5,000 out for health stuff. And then I had something else happen. It's like, okay, now I know I needed that. I needed that to be prepared. Now I've learned my lesson to invest slow, repair slow, just kind of slowly do everything at a slow movement, you know, and keep my health. It's all a balancing act, you know. And so even spiritually, if you try to push yourself too fast, you crash and burn. Now God can push you, but when you try to push yourself, like one time I did a video a long time ago on another channel, right, where I said I'm hitting the hologram. Because if I hit the hologram's going to have to hit me back, right? And that was not fun. That was not fun. If you want to change your life, you really want to change your life? Hit the hologram. You might say, I don't even know what you mean. Yeah, I know. If you hit somebody, they're going to hit you back, right? And even if they didn't, it still hurts your hand. It hurts your fist. You hit them in the wrong place, it hurts. Maybe that's another video. When you hit a bell, it it vibrates and the sound goes out, and it's a vibration. This really is a hologram, because hologram means holy writ. It's holy written. So you hit the hologram, no different than you hit the word. Something's going on. Stay in the word, hit the words, meditate, go to Proverbs, go to Psalms, go wherever you need to go. Just start reading the word. People say, hit the books. Hit that debt. Hit that emotional response. See, figure out what that means. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, I was talking about those being hemmed in. Okay. Why are you hemmed in? Well, you're being forced to face off with something. Face off with truth, face off with love, face off with the hearts, face off with other people, face off with, do you really, when you look at other people, another person, you're actually looking at yourself. Do you love your neighbor as yourself? Do you love your enemy? You got to face off. God is going to hem you in so you can face off with something that's deep down inside.